hello, fellers and fellas. Where you been? I don't know. And I don't know. But you ain't been here. That's what I do know. I don't know why. Why ain't you been here? Huh? You got trouble. Don't you want to see what's happening with it? So do I. Hey, I wish it was going a whole lot faster. Every time I turn around and try to sprain, it's going to do that today again. So, I don't know. Alright, so what we're going to try to do today is we're going to try to get up under the truck. We're going to take the master cylinder off, the new one, and we're going to go bleed it, and then we're going to install it. And if we're lucky, and I ain't never been lucky, we're going to see if we can't get these brakes pumped up and working. If that sounds like something you'd like to watch me do. What? I'm sorry, ain't you got nothing better to do? Hey, look here, y'all. Hey! Alright, so first, what we need to do first here is to take this here master cylinder off. Now, I know last time we made all this, and all this is tight, and it's all in there good. Alright, it's all good. So I gotta take these two out and take this one off so that I can go bleed this one on the bench. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one here off. Okay, oops, I looks like I ought to be able to get that with my hand. With my hand, not with my hand. With my hand, yeah, okay. So, it's in there good. I probably should have put a shorter one here and then longer one there, but hey. I don't do this for a living. In fact, I don't do anything for a living now. I just have fun with you guys. Because you guys apparently ain't got nothing to do neither. Yeah, so you could just stay right here with me. What'd you do all week anyway? I can't believe y'all did anything without me. How'd you have fun? That's all I want to know. Alright, so here we go. Now we're going, let's see if I can get these. I might be able to get these out with my hand. My hand bone. Let's see here. Hand bone connected to my. Alright, there's that. Y'all know, that last one, I'd been married for 49 years. My next one's gonna be 50 years I've been married. Same woman. How many people can say that? I don't know either. Alright, let's get out from under here. Alright, come on. You know what's neat about this? If you leave something under there, you just take this and pull it and there it is. That's kind of cool. Alright, so what we got here is we've got my master cylinder. And I made this little thing here so that what we're going to do is we're going to bleed my master cylinder so that it's full of fluid, hopefully. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this here. Hopefully you can see this. Hopefully that's going to go in. There we go. You know, I know this thing is short. I made it yesterday when you guys were not here. And I wanted this thing to be longer, but it's going to do the trick, I hope. It's long enough. But that's all I could find that I had left, so that's a good thing. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put this in here. It'll go wide enough. Hopefully it will. There we go. All right. Then we're just going to pump it. Now this one, this master cylinder was made, you know, back in the 50s, and it does not have two reservoirs, which is probably not a good thing because newer things have two reservoirs. Your back brakes are separate from your front brakes, and the reason that is so that if you get a hole in one of your lines, you still have the other set of brakes instead of just the one feeding everything. But what can you do? I mean, you know, that's what I got to deal with, and I want to keep with the original stuff. Now what's going to happen here, I'm going to pump this. When I see it's already going down, I'm going to pump this, and it's going to start recirculating, and it's going to get in all the valves as I pump it. It should go down, and I get all the air out of it. Yeah, there we go. Wow, this is wow. That just car invasion. Get this one. Oh yeah. Cool. Okay. All the bubbles out. Yeah, that's what I need. I wish somebody'd give me a good vice. This one's showing. I know, I guess I could buy one. I just got brake fluid all over my leg. I'm gonna find one. But anyway, I think I am where I want to be. Yeah. So let's still let some bubbles come up. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to pull back on this a little bit like that. Put this top on there. Don't lose it everywhere. All right, so let's there we go. Alright, so let's go see if we can get under the car, huh? Or truck. Whatever. Well, just as soon as I start to get under the truck, it starts raining. Won't be much of a delay for you, but it certainly will for me. Always something. Well, fellas, I guess you're just going to have to put up with that halo glow that's on all this stuff because my good little bitty camera that I just got quit charging. got a built-in battery too. But what we're looking at is this is the piece that's going to be going right over here. Okay, and so guess who lost the pin that goes in here? Yes, that would be me. So I ended up making one. Okay, so what I did is I put this whole contraption in the vise with the nut already on it. Make sure you do that. Slide it all the way to the top, like so. Okay. Put it in the vise, and you get your little get your punch. Well, first thing I did is I got my my grinder, and I tightened it up in here like so. And I got my grinder and I took off one side. Make sure you only take off one side. Take it down. Okay. Then take your punch out the center. Start with a small drill bit, then go to a larger drill bit. And then what you do is you turn it over then, and then you take your grinder and grind it down on the other side a little bit, okay, to get it flat. That way, when you go to take this off, you're going to have a lot of fish hooks, what we call them, fish hooks on this side, because that's where the drill came through. So if you take it down on the other side, you don't have that problem, and you can go ahead and take your nut off, and it's easy. All right. Okay, and then put my washer there, put my nut back on. Does not have to be tight, and put the split key in there. Okay, and then pull up on one side, you're ready to go. Okay, so that was a little something that I didn't know I was going to have to do, but did. Now I know as good as you know that one day I'm going to find that little thing somewhere. It'll be somewhere here in the studio, or in a drawer, on the floor, or somewhere. As much trouble as it took me to make that stupid thing. But I'll just pick it up, and like the hoarder I am, I will save it for the next time, which there will never be a next time. So there you go. Alright, so let's go see if we can get under the truck, even though it's going to rain. Okay, so I have no idea what you're looking at, but so here's what I'm going to attempt to do. If I can get my hand around here. Alright, I sure did like my other camera better, but what do you do? Alright, where is it? Here it is. Okay, I didn't take that out, but that's probably a good thing. Alright, so I gotta take this out. Yeah, I know you're not looking at that now, because that. Okay, well, that means I'm not going to be able to do that with one hand. Okay, alright. This has got to be one of the sorriest camera deals I've done in a while, but it's not my fault because cameras keep screwing up. Alright, so this is gonna go. Can you believe that? I do not believe it. Alright. So this has got to go right up in there. Alright, and then that's got to go there and there. And this has got to go in here. Oh, that's got to go. Okay, just keep falling over. Yeah, this is really fun because this thing is really heavy. Get in the hole. Alright, so we're going to stick that right there. Okay. See if we can turn it a little bit. No. Really? Oh, okay. So I guess my question is why is this dripping? Really? I don't know. Okay. Let's see if we got another one somewhere. Okay. Yeah. Where are you? Nope. So we don't have another bolt. Yeah, we do. Okay, there's a hole. Let's see if we can get this up to the hole. That was not supposed to be that easy. Okay, and is that going to go up there? No. That's going to have to come back some. Alright, well, let's do this first. Let's get this up to where it's supposed to go. Alright, like so. Let's take this fitting out first. You can't see anything because my hat keeps falling off. And guess where the camera is? It's on my hat. Yeah, okay, so I'll be editing quite a bit of this one, like I don't the others. Alright, let's take this off. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Take this off. Alright, come on, get in there. Okay. Alright, I bet that I have. Yep, here it is. Yeah, I did. Are y'all seeing any of this? No. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so all is good except for up there now. Alright, so now up there we have to make it the right size for that to go up in there, which I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. If I try to bend this down, it's going to turn the whole thing. There we go. Alright, she's done. Hopefully. Okay, so not sure why this is leaking like that. I don't know. Alright, now let's get this one and tighten this one a little bit. Just a little. Doesn't matter a whole lot. Whew. Alright, so we're tight everywhere now. Now all we have to do is to bleed. Alright. Well, let's just go see how much you actually saw that whole fiasco? Probably not much. Alright, so it's recording right now, but I don't know how it's going to do. We'll see. Alright, so here I took the cap off and I've got fluid in it. So now what I need to do, let me put that right there, is I need to ease off on this a little bit. Like so. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to pump with this until I get some fluid, and it's coming because that's going down. We'll check in here. Yep. Let's see if I can put a little in there. Still going down. Yep. See. Okay, this one, the master cylinder's there, comes down, goes through the T, comes around to this one, goes to this T, and comes here. So this is the furthest one away. That one will be the next furthest, and that one will be the next furthest, and that one. So that's the order we're going in. And we don't have any yet. Thank you. Yet we still have some there. And I'd like to kill myself on that brick right there, so I'm going to put it around there. Yeah, it's coming slowly. Let's get it on over here. Yep, she's coming. Slowly. Alright, let's put it more in there. I'm just about to kill myself. Oop, too much. Thought I'd help it a little bit. Going slow. Going slow. Alright, let's check it back here. Okay, so my battery just went out. What do you do? Yeah, that was supposed to last an hour. That lasted maybe 5 minutes. Alright, well, I've got it going there, so I know that. Alright, so let's go do this one over here. Here's the thing, folks. I'm wore out. I'm tired. I'm frustrated, and it's one of those days, you know. Everything is either too big or too small, doesn't fit. I've been on here since 9 o'clock this morning working on these brakes. It is now 5:30 in the afternoon, and I'm beat. About every other second it's supposed to rain, and it trickles, and then I got to put everything up, and then this, that, and that. So I think I was able to stop the leaks. However, I had bought a whole big bottle of brake fluid. This size, and it's all gone, or just about gone. There's about a ½ inch left in the bottom of it, which should have been plenty to do this brake job, and it wasn't. So I pretty much got them bled up to a point to where somebody could sit in here and let me bleed them the regular way. I tried this gravity fed thing, and it only works so-so. Gravity fed is okay, except for if you've got a leak somewhere, it's not enough pressure to make it leak until you put your brakes on or put some kind of pressure to it for it to come out. So that was the problem I was having, is once I thought I had it bled, then I go back and put the pedal to it and it squirts out everywhere. And so anyway, like I said, it's hot, I'm frustrated, I hate brakes. So you know what, I think I'm going to end this one right here. And that is exactly how I left that show. You know, I went back and I was trying to figure out, do I really want to stop that show like that? No music in the background and being as frustrated as I was. No, I'd like to think I'm better than that. But you know, we all have bad days and everything goes wrong. And then I came in the house and then I read this. Let your conversations be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. And you know, as bad as things get, I have a Lord that loves me. And all this other stuff is just trivial. It doesn't really matter. You know? I boiled over all of that stuff last night because you guys don't know the half of it. You know, this camera quit. Nothing seems to be doing what I hate to buy things that don't perform like they told me it was going to perform. And it just seems to be that there's more and more things that are like that. Does that not bother you when you buy things? You know, I remember when I was a kid, Hot Wheels, you know, it was supposed to do all these things and they didn't. But the thing here is, be content with such things as you have. For he hath said, I will never leave you thee or forsake thee. You know what? It just doesn't get any better than that. I really don't need, and you don't need, to worry about the small stuff. Grasp on that Christ loves you and that He is in control. And everything else doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't need to take control. Anything, oh, that's it. Everything, things that take control of your senses and makes you act that way is of the devil trying to grasp hold of you. You know what I mean? But all we can do while we're on this world, on this earth, is do the best that you can by following the example of what Christ laid out for us. Okay? I apologize for acting like that. I shouldn't have.
Hey, Mr. Rick, don't forget to tell them not to litter.
Yes.
It ain't pretty.
Yes, I will. I'm not a good example to PeaRoy,
Tell them
apparently.
to be sweet.
I will tell them. Y'all be sweet and don't litter. It just ain't pretty. And right now, it is sprinkling, and you can probably hear the thunder. Satan is really trying to mess with me. So, hey, do me a favor. Do something good for God this week to let Him know you love Him back. And pray for me. Because I'm praying for you. Okay? All right.
Hey there, Mr. Rick. You had a pretty hard day out here.
Yeah, it has been kind of a hard day.
Yeah.
But you know what? The main thing we got to remember is that we ain't in charge anyway. Things are going to happen.
True.
Things are going to happen. So what do you do, right?
You're right. Yeah, all you do is pray. Hey, look here. Have you heard any good jokes?
Yeah, I've
lately?
got
Maybe
some
that'll
good
help.
jokes. Maybe that'll make us feel better. What do you think?
Yeah. All right. All right. Why don't you tell me one or two of them are?
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. A horse walks into a bar.
A horse. Like a
He
horse.
sits down on the
Okay.
stool, and the bartender looks at him and says, "Why such a long face?" I did say horse, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. All right, give me that.
All right. Well, there was this cowboy, and he had a dog. He got him a dog, and it was a
Okay.
it was a Dachshund. You know, one of them wiener dogs.
Yeah.
You know why he wanted one of those?
I don't know.
Because he wanted a long little doggy.
Get along, little dog. I got you.
I know. I
That's
know.
pretty good.
It's a dad joke.
No, I know, but it's pretty good.
So what does a very frustrated cat say?
I still have no idea.
What? Are you kidding me now?
Well, you
What? You gotta be kidding
You
me
kidding?
now. See, kitten. Oh, okay. All right, whatever.
Uh,
Okay. You know why you never see an elephant hiding up in a tree?
well, I can't say I ever saw one.
Well,
Why?
apparently they're real good at it. Then I guess.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah,
probably
apparently they are.
probably won't laugh at that.
No, I thought it was pretty funny, so I ain't never seen
All
one.
right. Well, you tell yours.
All right. What does a house wear?
I don't know.
A dress.
A dress. Okay.
Why aren't koala bears actually bears?
I don't know.
Because they ain't qualified. Yeah, that's right.
Qualifications.
qualified.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a little better. All right. Give me a nerd.
What time does a duck wake up?
I don't.
At the quack of dawn.
At the quack of dawn. Okay. All right. Me neither.
Have you heard the one about the skunk? Well, that old joke
No, I
stinks
guess-
anyway.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Lord, everything's loud this morning.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Tell your long joke.
All right, well, they was at this church, you see, and all of a sudden, right there appeared Satan
Satan
at the
Okay.
church.
at the church.
And everybody started having a fit and running and screaming and hollering and running out the back
I bet
door.
they started
except for this
running.
one old man. He sat right up there on the front seat and never moved. Old Satan walked over to him and said, "Hey, don't
Yeah.
you know who I am?" He said, "I
Huh.
sure do." He said, "I sure do." He said, "Well,
Oh my.
don't you know that I could kill you with just a snap of my finger?" He said, "Yeah, sure do."
Yeah, he probably
He
could.
said, "I could send you right to hell, don't you know that?" He said, "Yeah, I sure do."
Oh my.
He said, "Well, tell me this." He said, "Well, why ain't you scared of me?" Old man looked up at him and said, "'Cause I've been married to your daughter for about 48 years."
48 years.
That must be one heck of a
Yeah, I
woman.
kind of get that too, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I mean not. You know what I
Careful
mean.
now. I do. All right.
Well, that's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. That's kind
All right, I'll tell mine. Let's see. One time, these astronauts were having exercise out in the desert, and they was all dressed up in their suits and everything, and they were out on the Navajo land, and
okay.
so while they were out there filming them and all this kind of stuff, a bunch of PR stuff, and so here comes a couple of Indians, and one of them's a granddaddy, and the other one is a grandson and all, and they come walking up, and so the old man, he can't speak anything but Navajo, so so he looks at the kid, and he talks Navajo to him, and so they asked, well, what did he say? He says he won't know what y'all was doing. And the astronaut says, we're preparing ourselves to go to the moon. And so he turns around in Navajo and he tells the old granddaddy there. And so all of a sudden he starts talking to the man, and so they ask him, what did he say? He says he would like to record a message for y'all to give to the moon. And wow, this is great PR here now. So they said, okay, so they get their cameras up and everything, and they record him. Of course, he's speaking in Navajo. And so when they get through, they look at the boy and they say, son, what did your granddaddy say? Oh, I can't tell you that. He said, I can't tell you that. So they decided to go to the reservation, and they played this video for the people sitting in this reservation community center, and they all laughed and all this kind of stuff, and they said, well, what did your grandfather say? And they said, well, it's funny, but nah, we're not going to interpret it for you. Well, by this time they're getting kind of frustrated,
Yeah.
and so they take it back to NASA, and they get the government interpreter to interpret what the grandfather Navajo said, and he says, "Don't trust these people. They take your land." Which is, I guess, kind of true.
Yeah, what do you do about that, huh?
I know. Well, what do you do, right?
Yeah,
Don't trust these men. They take your land.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today is one of the few days it doesn't look like it's going to rain until this afternoon.
Well, it's hot though.
All right, fellas. I hope y'all enjoyed that. These are dad jokes, so what do you do?
All right, Mr. Rick, I'll see you later. Yes, these are bad dad jokes, which are bad jokes, so.